ED50 low-energy door operator. First, we want to remove the mounting plate from the operator. To do so, we will unplug the 115 vac plug from its socket. Then, using a 5mm T-handle hex key, we will loosen the 8 screws holding the operator to the mounting plate. Pro tip: removing the ribbon cable at this step can avoid damage during the installation. Next, carefully move the operator up from the mounting plate. Removing the operator and setting it aside, we will now attach the mounting plate to the door frame. Let's break down the measurement chart. Our first mounting hole will be 4 3/16 from the center line of the hinge on the top jamb of the door frame and 11/16 from the bottom of the top jamb. From there, we will measure over towards the strike side of the door, marking 3 15/16 from our first hole. Then measure another 4 3/4 for our third hole, repeating this step again for our fourth and fifth holes. For the last of the bottom holes, measure 3 3/4 from the fifth hole. For the top set of holes, we want to measure 1 3/4 up from each of the bottom holes. With our holes now prepared, it's time to install the mounting plate. Using appropriate screws for your door frame and wall material, fasten the mounting plate. Before continuing, make sure to check the spindle to hinge centerline distance, level, and alignment. Next, using a 3mm hex key, install the third guide pin in the mounting plate. Now, before attaching the operator, we will route and connect the wiring to the 115 vac terminal block and connect the ground wire to the ground post. We are now ready to install the operator. Start by removing the 2 protective film strips from the operator's heat-conducted pads. Place the operator over the 3 mounting plate guide pins. Moving the operator towards the mounting plate, guide the vac plug into the operator housing. Once the operator is placed flush against the mounting plate, use a 5mm T-handle hex key to thread 8 of the M6 screws into the mounting plate. The ED50 can be installed with a push arm or track arm. Today we are using the push arm configuration. To attach the drive arm to the operator, first, make sure the door is fully closed. Next, preload the operators, spring to approximately 10 clockwise rotations. Then place the axle extension into the drive arm and insert the arm into the operator's spindle at a 90-degree angle. Thread an M8 screw through the drive arm and the axle extension, then tighten it into the ED50. Next, drill 2 holes in the door and attach the adjustment arm shoe. Loosen the 2 adjustment screws on the adjustment arm and then, using a square, position the adjustment arm assembly at a 90-degree angle to the door. Rotate the drive arm and adjust the length of the adjustment arm until the drive arm ball head is aligned with the adjustment arm socket. Insert the adjustment arm ball head into the drive arm socket. Secure the adjustment arm position by tightening the 2 adjustment screws. We will now set the operator's spring tension. Using a 5mm T-handle hex key, turn the spring tension screw clockwise until you achieve proper tension for your door width. Now we are ready to program the door. To do so, we need to know the door width and reveal depth. If you elected to remove the ribbon cable, it will need to be reattached before continuing. With the ED50 now installed, we will move on to the first commissioning. First, set the program switch to the close position and the power switch to the on position. The operator will now run a system check as a series of letters and numbers are rapidly displayed. Wait for horizontal dashes to move up and down, then press the down button. The operator will now display the device ID and firmware version. You should now see a small circle and a P indicating the system needs more parameter settings. To enter programming mode, press and hold the right button for more than 3 seconds. Once in programming mode, the AS parameter should be displayed. Press the right button once to enter the AS parameter. 2 numbers should now be displayed. To change the parameter's value, press the right button again, and the numbers should begin to flash. Using the up and down buttons, change the number to the correct value. Then press the right button to set the parameter. Now we will return to the parameter list by pressing the left button. Using the up and down button, scroll to the RD parameter. Press the right button once to enter the RD parameter. 2 numbers should now be displayed. To change the parameter's value, press the right button again, and the numbers should begin to flash. Using the up and down buttons, change the number to the correct value. Then press the right button to set the parameter. Now we will return to the parameter list by pressing the left button. Using the up and down button, scroll to the TB parameter. Press the right button once to enter the TB parameter. Two numbers should now be displayed. To change the parameter's value, press the right button again, and the numbers should begin to flash. Using the up and down buttons, change the number to the correct value. Then press the right button to set the parameter. Now we will return to the parameter list by pressing the left button. We will now exit the programming mode by pressing the left button again. A small circle and 0 should now be displayed, indicating the system is ready for learning cycle. To perform a learning cycle, press and hold the down button until the display changes. The door will perform several movements until a small circle and 4 are displayed. The door should now be open at 70 degrees. Manually move the door to your desired opening angle. Once your opening angle is set, press the down button to continue the learning cycle. The door will once again perform several movements. The display will change to 2 horizontal bars, indicating that the operator is ready for operation. Momentarily press the down button to cycle the door and confirm proper opening. Next, set the programming switch to auto. All that's left is to install the top cover, end caps, and door signage. Congratulations! You successfully installed the Dorma Kaba ED50 low-energy swing door operator.